Chat, are you out there? What's going on? Let me turn the music down. Nice to have you here. Welcome to the stream. We're playing The Sinking City. This place needs a plumber, boys. We are learning the mechanics. I think we've got a lot of it. A lot of the bases covered. Nice to have you here. It's a nice day here. I'm just finishing up a cold can of A&W root beer. I had a couple of coffees earlier this morning. I did a couple of runs today to the landfill to throw away. Oh my gosh, I gotta fix that. I don't know how I fix that. I put on playback. I'm using Fubar 2000 for my music. And on my there's a thing called playback. And you go to it, and it says stop after current. And you click it. And you would think that would stop after, what's that noise? When I talk, there's a noise. You hear that? It's like a hissing on my, why is there a hissing on my, what's causing that? I can hear a hissing on my mic when I talk. When the mic opens, there's a hissing. What is that? What's causing that? Good God. Well, that's an annoying noise. Can you hear, does it come across really loud on the, I got all kinds of things to fix on this setup since I moved it upstairs. What's causing that hissing? I don't have a fan on. I don't have anything on that would cause that background noise. Let me look at the filters. Is there something going on with the filters? That's my webcam. Hang on. What's causing that open mic hiss? Let me see here. What is causing that? If I do that, you won't be able to hear me. Properties. It's on broadcast stream. That's correct. Why am I getting interference on my mic? Broadcast stream. Heck. Can you guys... Hey, Denifel, how are you? Denifel, when I talk, do you hear like a hissing on the mic? When the mic cracks open, when I'm speaking on them, because I can hear a hissing when I speak on the mic, and I don't know, maybe it's my speakers, and maybe it's only me that's hearing it. It's like a feedback sound. You don't hear it? Okay, so maybe it's just me then. We've tried turning that down. It sounds normal? Okay. You know what? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just had my speakers cranked too high, and I was getting feedback on my speakers. That could be what it is. Okay. Good. All right. As long as it sounds normal to you. That's good. All right. I think what it was I had my speaker dial too high, so I was getting because my speakers are close to the microphone, because I don't want to use headset, so I think the speakers were outputting back to the microphone. So maybe that's, if I turn that down a bit, that'll be okay. As long as the game is still loud enough, make sure my volume is up. Yeah, we're gonna play more Sinking City today. Let's do it. Look at that. Call of Duty has an update. It started it and it stopped it when I started the stream, so I'll have to make sure. Tomorrow is Warzone with the boys. Warzone with the boys and the girls. We had a couple of grills playing with us from Pippity Pobbity's stream before, so maybe we will get some good times, maybe get some W's tomorrow. So I'll have to make sure I update that later. Let's go, Sinking City. Let's start it. Let's play and get into the game and learn some more of these mechanics. It's a nice day here today. I was out early getting some cleaning done. Tomorrow is my big landscape. Tomorrow I got to mow the lawn, sweep out the garage, because I finished fully cleaning the garage. I finished fully organizing and emptying the garage, but I have to like sweep off the concrete floors and just get it generally tidied. I took the car out for a big car wash today. I have a membership at the car wash. I had to renew my membership. So they have membership car washes here where they probably have them where you're at, where you just buy like a month pass and you can go and get your car washed as many times as you want. The car needed it. It was covered in all kinds of dust and grime and dirt from the rain. So I got all that done today, and nothing is left to do in the house other than cleaning and then the outside landscaping. So that's tomorrow's tasks. Which leaves me with the afternoon and tomorrow night to play Warzone and Sinking City. I heard that Sinking City 2 is more action-packed than Sinking City 1. This is more of story lore-based, and I heard Sinking City 2, Watch Dan's Gaming has finished it. He was making comments about it. He said it's more of an action game than this one was, which is interesting. So depending on how Sinking City 1 goes, and if I get a handle on all the mechanics of this game, we may pick that up and try it and see what it's like. All right, but that's not now. Right now, it's playing the first game. So continue. See where we're at. The last thing that we did was we're playing the role of a detective trying to figure out what the hell happened to this town of Oakmont, Massachusetts, because it's a sinking city and we don't know why. It seems like there's some strange ocean-going creatures that are coming on to the land and eating dead bodies and infecting people. And we're trying to solve the mysteries. There's main missions and side missions. I'm on a main mission. I should be outside the hospital. Is that where? Oh no, I'm not. Where am I? Okay, I have to look at the map. Where am I? We were in a hospital mission. I guess they just relocate you if you end the game to the closest fast travel. We've only unlocked 2 fast travels, so that means I have to go back to the hospital, or that's the asylum. Where's this must be the hospital. Oh, I'm not that far from it. So this must be a new. Okay, so this is a 3rd fast travel we've unlocked. Okay. So you see the magnifying glass at the hospital is still white. That means there's still things to do there to complete. This one is green. That means they're all done. So let's go look at our mission list. Casebook. Lost at sea. So it says there's 2 places I have to go. The little symbol above the little gold symbol, that badge, that means I have to go somewhere. So, Captain Saunders' evidence. Saunders informed me that the expedition anchored at several points in the ocean, diving to inspect the seabed. The coordinates of these anchor points may be in the ship's log. Sanders brought it with him to the hospital, but the last place he remembers is a surgery ward. And the last anchor points, the scientists discovered some cracks in the seabed. Something horrible happened there, and the crew were frightened so badly they mutinied after saving Albert Throgmorton. Much of the expedition was abandoned in the underwater cracks. So we have to find the logbook somewhere in the hospital. So we're going back to the hospital is what we're doing. So which way is that? Down here. Let's go back to the hospital and see if we can find the logbook. Serious lack of anime in that library. Yeah. What anime games are you? You know, Denifel. You know who's a big anime fan is Pippity Poppity. Pippity Poppity is a big anime guy. He's got a pretty big. You guys should talk movies, books, and collections because he's got a relatively large collection of anime stuff. So here we go. We're going in here. All right. So that's why he's cooler than me. Gee, thanks. He is cooler than me. I don't know if he's home yet or not. He went away to visit family. I think he's playing tomorrow for Warzone. He did come on to the stream chat yesterday. So he's probably back. I'm not sure unless he was watching us on mobile and stuff. Or at a home PC, at a family PC. Let's I'm not very cool at all, Denifel. I lack the cool. I was never cool. I had to make up for cool with humility. I just have to take my lumps. That's about as good as I can do. I have to die. And when I play games, I just have to be stupid a lot. I just have to die a lot. I just have to fumble my way through stuff a lot. Basement surgery storage. That's probably where we have to go. So let's go down to the basement. Do I still have my gun? How do I get my gun out? How do I do that? Like this. Let's get the gun out. Okay, reload my gun. All right. Just in case there's monsters in the basement. So this is the surgery storage. So the logbook is probably down here somewhere. So we need to do a thorough search of this area because we want to get all the things, all of the crafting materials, all of the items that might trigger new events, and the icons that they have that you need to find tend to be small. Oh, there's a thing to do here down here. My controller is vibrating. So how do I do that again? I do that. Hi, Anova, how are you? Having a good day? 170th stream streak. I appreciate that, Anova. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. I woke up really sinusy this morning. I think it rained overnight, and then the temperature here was like a little bit humid overnight. And I had a decent sleep, but the temperature was kind of humid, and I woke up like I was jammed up. And I felt all achy and exhausted this morning. I had to get up and get moving. It took a lot. Felt like a bag of bones when I woke up this morning. I know I'm getting older, or old, but I felt extra heavy this morning. I feel good now. I had some Hall's mentholyptus in the car, so I sucked on a couple of those to open me up, and I had a couple of coffees to wake me up, and I went out and did some things, moved around. Feel good now, but I was feeling really like heavy and sinusy this morning. Doing all right? Just started work, you be lurking? Oh, may your miles be low and your dollars be high. May your leave at the door with photos be maximized and your apartments be minimized. May all your right turns, may all your deliveries be right turns, and your left turns be non-existent. In the name of our Father, amen. Have a good one, man. Make some money. Make some cash. For those of you that don't know, Inova does gig work, delivery driving. He's his own boss. He gets to call his own hours. He can stop for his own coffee breaks. He doesn't have to listen to any jerk bosses telling him what to do. He can listen to his own radio and hopefully make some good cash. And I'll try to entertain you with my Sinking City playthrough. So I'm supposed to do something. I think I'm supposed to do the mind's eye. How do I trigger that? Hold A. Okay. So we're doing a mind's eye thing down here. So we're gonna search with the mind's eye on. Something here. So there should be some item in the near vicinity that's gonna trigger like a clairvoyant event. Like some item I'll find that will cause me to have a memory. Clear water. That's usually the way it goes. We'll get to witness some kind of... Probably get to witness where the logbook was put. But I gotta trigger that. I gotta figure out where that's at. It's in the other room, I guess. In here somewhere. Something should be happening. I should be getting a vision. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Something over here. Something at this table. See that? How do I make that work? How do I trigger it though? It's right here somehow. Oh, there it is. You have to there you go. You have to stand. You have to be in exactly the right spot to make it work. There it is, right there. Where is it? I had it a second ago. There. Oh, there.
Take the patient's things and throw them in storage.
Okay, now we get to witness. What is that? Some kind of tentacle monster? I think I'm infected. Shock! What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Let me finish this A&W root beer, and I'm gonna crack open a cold beer in your honor. What's up, Reg? Nice to see you, buddy. Let me crack open a cold beer in honor of a fellow Welshman in the chat. It's the flying spaghetti monster, the flying aneurysms. Yeah, it's some kind of Lovecraftian horror something. Cheers, everybody. What's everybody having for dinner today? I had steak yesterday. I think I'm having burritos tonight. Either burritos or pizza. I don't know. Depends on how energetic I am. If I have pizza, I just have to put it in the oven and throw some pepperoni and cheese on it. If I have burritos, I gotta cut up onions, I gotta cut up tomatoes, I gotta cook the meat with some spice. I could have either tonight. Not sure which one I'll do. Uh-oh, what happened? See how energetic I am later. Should I go back into the vision? I think it ended prematurely. There's the doctor taking stuff. Right here. Right here, boys. Shock, have you ever played this? You had bratwurst and freedom fries. Nice. Yum. I haven't had good, like, German sausage or Polish sausage or any of that. I never buy hot dogs anymore. If I'm gonna have like a hot dog type deal with a bun, I do that. I get like the German or the Polish sausage, some spicy sausages, poke holes in them so they don't burst when I cook them, fry them up or broil them up or barbecue them up, and then put some sauerkraut and some fixins on them. I haven't done that in a long time. That sounds good. I should do that. I should get some of those. This sounds like a plan. Not sure what you're having for dinner tonight. Last night you had spaghetti. Spaghetti's good. I like pasta. I like any kind of pasta is good. I like that. Played something similar in a game called Murdered Souls. Oh, I know that game. I know that. I think I might own one of those. Shock, I might own that. I don't know if I bought that. I mean, look, I might own that. I know the one you're talking about, where you see ghosts and stuff, right? And you have to put together, it's like a detective story. Apparently I don't own it. Oh, I have Murder. Remember when we played this? Remember Murder House? This like total like indie game? This game was hilarious. It was like really good. It was like so bad it was good, but it was so good it was bad. This game was great, Murder House. I recommend if you can get it for like super cheap. I remember playing that one Halloween. That was great. I know the game. Maybe I have it on. Maybe it was like a Game Pass thing or something, and I got it on one of my consoles. I can't play console games right now because I've got, except for Switch. The Switch is. I still have the Switch out in the living room, but all my other consoles, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, they're all disassembled, dusted off, put away. All the games are put away. It's all packed up. So I can't, unless I unpack stuff, but I don't fancy doing that, as I just have to repack it again after. Mortal Shell 2. I might play Mortal Shell 2. People are liking it. All right, here we go. Ship's log. Can I read this? Crew complaining of noises and no sleep, fish behaving strangely. Reached the crew reporting hallucinations. Distributed rum, hopefully it will distract them. Found an air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Scientists discovered walls, ancient walls. Asked for crates with tools. Sent Tate Myers down to investigate after surfacing deadline passed. Tate Myers returned with only Albert Throgmorton, I can't say that name, Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged, his madness disturbing and unsettling. The crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. So we know that stuff. So there's the ship's log. Is there any more to it? That's it. Okay. So we got that. New mine path. Okay, all right. Oh, that's it. All evidence collected. So that means I can get out of this. I can get out of the Mind Freak. And I think I've got to go. Why am I still freaked out? Yeah, my character's even wondering why he's still freaked out. Oh, he's shaking it off. Okay, it wore off. I think I've got to do the Mind Palace thing. Now I've got to do this. I don't have enough stuff. Albert was the only one saved. The crew were rioting and afraid of his insanity. The expedition. I don't think I can do this yet. The Mind Palace. You played Murdered Sold Suspect many years ago, 2015. It's not a bad game for what it is. Maybe we'll check that one out too at some point. I want to mix it up, Shock, because I know that you're not a big fan of Souls-likes. I am, but I know you're not. But I'm what the hell? I'm supposed to be a variety streamer, so I'm trying to get a few other things that I would enjoy playing. This is all right so far. It's not very good at explaining what you're supposed to do. You kind of left on your own. They give you a tiny tutorial which is insufficient, and then they just abandon you and leave you to Drawful. I tried that. That's why Fun Friday ended, because it got to the point where everybody wanted to watch Fun Friday, but nobody wanted to play on Fun Friday. So we turned Fun Friday into Warzone Friday. Cheers. Which is fine, because apparently I don't have any trouble getting people wanting to play Warzone. I end up with having to swap people out because we can only have 4 at a time. Claims to be a variety streamer but won't play Drawful. I enjoyed playing all those games with you guys. It was a lot of fun, but it just got to the point where we were lacking in audience participations and my schedule. My schedule was the primary reason. I ended up having to work on Fridays back in the day. And then when we did do them, we had a lack of participation, so it kind of came to an end. But now we're doing the Warzone Fridays. So where am I supposed to go now? So they said I collected all of the things. So let me look at my casebook. So, okay. So they added stuff. Okay, they added stuff. So there's nothing else I can do here. So the small icon is this one. Saunders sent men to purchase diving suits from the factory, which is located in western Grimhaven Bay, on C. Smith Avenue between Levy Coffin Avenue and Deep Shore Road. So that's where we gotta go. So where is it? A factory. So the area, it's in Grimhaven Bay, C. Smith Avenue. Between Levy and Coffin. All right, so Grimhaven Bay, Deep Shore Road. Now I'm looking for Levy and Coffin. How long is Deep Shore Road? Goes this way? I don't see a Levy and Coffin. Deep Shore Road. Oh, there's Levy. Oh, it's Levy Coffin. Oh, it's one word. Let me look at it again then. What does it say? Grimhaven Bay on C. Smith between Levy Coffin and Deep Shore. Oh, it's between them. Okay. So C. Smith Avenue. Let's look at it again then. So down here, Deep Shore, Levy Coffin. So between them is something called C. Smith. I don't see it listed. C. Smith Avenue. Between them, there's Levy Coffin. Here's Deep Shore. I've got Fitz, Maple, Marsh. So I have to find it on my own. This is water, so I can't. That's just boating. Oh, there it is. It's not between them. It's not oh, I see. They just didn't. Yeah, it is. They just didn't list it down here. Yeah, I see it. I'm looking between them and the name isn't up there. It's up above. Okay. So this one, C. Smith Avenue. So it's in this area but the place I have to go is between them. So I got to go here somewhere. So let's put a marker there. What kind of marker I'm going to put? Let's put a compass marker. Expedition anchor point. That's where we got to go. All right. So what's the fastest way? Let's fast travel to Grimhaven Bay. So I got to get out of here. Does the doctor say anymore? No, he's grayed out. So let's go back to the fast travel point and fast travel down there. So the fast travel phone booth. We're going down to Grimhaven Point over here, or Grimhaven Bay. Let's go. I do have I think I've mentioned it before. I never played it. It's an older game that they remade for the Switch, Donkey Kong Country. I do have that. They remade it, Donkey Kong Country Returns. I've never played it. I have that on the Switch. That would be something we could play from the Switch. As a non-Souls-like. All right, we're going this way. I'll probably rack up a lot of deaths on that one. It's good. It's fantastic. Yeah, it looks good. That's probably something we could do on the Switch. Because the Switch is a really underpowered machine. So if you're going to play stuff on the Switch, you want to play stuff that's like Nintendo stuff, that's optimized for the Switch, that's low graphics power requirement. And because if you're going to play like this kind of a game, or like a Warzone or any of those other kinds of games, a lot of which are Switch available, you're better off playing them on the PC or whatever, because they're just going to look better and run better. But if it's a Nintendo or purposefully made certain games, like like Hollow Knight and Shovel Knight, games like that'll run fine on the Switch and look fine. But let's go. What's the best way to go here? Not the way I'm going. So I got to take the boat. So okay. So I want to go this way to the boat. To the boat. To the boat. To the boat.
No, he's mad.
Oh!
He's completely mad.
Can I shoot him? I don't think you can. I don't think you can kill. I'm just wasting bullets. I don't think you can kill civilians. You can make them freak out though.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
They do the same thing every time. If they see you. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, let's get to the boat. Oh, and Mega Man, Shock. I still owe you Mega Man. I'm so bad at Mega Man. I'm so bad at that game. They only give you, like, forward, backwards, up, and down, and jump. This controller has a drifting issue. If I sit there for a little while, it'll eventually pan. I have to take this apart and clean it with some rubbing alcohol. And Silk Song, yeah. I'm in the lace fight. I'm in the start of 3rd chapter in Silk Song, yeah. We will go back to that, definitely. I was just taking a break because sometimes games go on for a long time and they're very enjoyable and I like them, but I think it's a little mixture of, I get a little fatigued of playing the same game every day, and Chad gets a little fatigued of watching the same game every day. I think we did like 40 streams of Silk Song because it's one of those difficult platformer things with a big map. And it's confusing too. Thank God I had Tarkus and Forb Jock and people who are aficionados of that game to tell me where to go. Otherwise, I'd spend a long time with my thumbs in my ass trying to figure out where to go because I'm stupid when it comes to that kind of thing. But we are at we did open up the 3rd act, and I have to fight Lace. We're in the Lace boss fight. Even Neo, like even for me, Shock, believe it or not, and Chat, believe it or not, like games like Neo 3 get long in the tooth when I've already done like 30, 40 streams of it. I know that Wolfgasm posted the DLC is out or coming out soon. They're gonna add some new story stuff, and I would be interested in playing that, but I gotta give it a little. I gotta have a little break from it for a bit, so that I can forget all the mechanics and then be even worse at it when I come back to it. Where am I going? Straight ahead? Just straight ahead. Okay. I'm pretty much here. I guess right here. I guess this is the spot. No, this is not the spot. I was supposed to go the other way. Damn it. Go back. So I'm supposed to go back this way? Over here? So I'm supposed to go to my right. Down here. But there's nowhere to land. So how do I... Oh, there's a hole in the wall? What's that? Can't get in there. Is there some place, like a place I can dock? Oh, maybe here? Oh, maybe here. So they do have docks, even though there's no road. This looks like the place. Okay. So now this is the dive store, right? So now we gotta do something here. I think all I do right now is search the place. The diving... Yeah, there's creatures in here. How many creatures? No, stop dodging me. Little jerk. Maybe I should just melee the bitch. Save my bullets. Is it one-shot kill with the melee? Might as well just melee. Save my bullets. Reload. Oh, I don't have any more. Oh, I better save my bullets. I only got 7 left. There's crafting, and I haven't done any of the stuff in this game that's available, like buying skills and crafting, but I haven't really needed to yet. Did you play the second lot of Tomb Raider Remastered? I did not. I have not. I thought I would, Shock, but when I played the first lot of Tomb Raider Remasters, it was immensely frustrating that the modern controls didn't work right. And it wasn't until I got to the third one that they finally fixed, they patched it and made the modern controls work right. So I went through the first 3 pretty much with the really frustrating tank controls. And as much as I like those games, the old school mechanic controls drive me bananas. And I had lots of clips of me jumping off of getting fall damage and redoing stuff. I know Kesman talked about them and he played through them. I will play through them, but I was just, at the time, I was letting it cook because of my experience of the first 3. But that's probably long since been patched and done, so at some point, that'd be a good idea to play those. I would enjoy that. If they're working right, if they've got the modern controls working. Retro Quicks, best Quicks. All the retarded not being able, jumping and not being able to grab the rope, or you're swinging and your character doesn't let go correctly, and when they want you to, you can jump 50 feet, and when they don't want you to, you only jump 2 feet, and all that stuff. And try to turn around to shoot a tiger, but every time you try to turn around, it's a tank control. The tiger eats you before you can turn around, and yeah, that stuff drives me bananas. A lot of death on that. The thing that drove me the most crazy about the remasters was when the modern controls weren't working. You know, like in Legend of Zelda and games like that, when you are close to a wall and you turn your back, or they'll give you a from behind your body perspective so you can get the angle right to do your jumps and stuff. But in the Lara Croft remasters, until they fixed it, until they patched it, you could only rotate the camera so far, and then you'd hit the wall with the camera and it would all freak out, or it wouldn't let you see from behind because it would not make that invisible. So it was really awkward and difficult. All those canyon areas and making your way through there became a pain in the ass. On top of the game just being sort of retro difficult, they had that, all the platforming became even more difficult. And I'm not used to. I didn't play a lot of retro games. I didn't have consoles in my youth. I was in the arcades all the time playing arcade games with quarters. So I'm not used to all of that old school retro tank control moving around. I'd love it if I'd like to play Resident Evil again, the first one. But I want them to give Resident Evil 1 the same treatment that they gave Resident Evil 2 and 3. I know a lot of people didn't like 3 because they truncated it and they didn't include all of the Nemesis stuff and whatnot. And most people liked 2 better. And I'll agree with that. 4 they remastered, but they put it in like a different. They used a
Big
different.
Senilm85 says consoles existed in the 70s.
Listen, in the 70s I was too young. That's too young now. I was only like 1970. I was 3. I was born in '67. Big Sean. I'm 59. I was born in '67, so I'm talking about whatever it was. '80s is what I'm talking about. That's when consoles kind of came into their foreground. How are you, Big Sean? I hope you're doing good. What was I talking about? Oh, Resident Evil 1. I wish they would give it the same treatment as Resident Evil 2, because I would play it again. The only thing that stops me from wanting to play it is it still has all of the opening door loading screens and the tank controls.
Big Senilm85 says must be a metric 59.
A metric 59? Is that should I answer that the same way that, what's his name? Amber Heard's ex. What's his name? Johnny Depp said on the stand, a megapint, a metric 59, country mile. All right, so we're looking for a dive suit, right? So I'm just going to perimeter search. This game has a lot of little tiny, has a lot of little tiny dots you have to find. So probably it's upstairs. Why am I taking damage? Am I taking damage? I'm taking damage in the water. Get out of the water. I'm dead. I'm dead for the first. I didn't realize I was gonna. How am I dead in the water? That doesn't make sense. There was no electricity, and he can swim. So why is the water gonna kill me? Is it poisonous? That didn't make sense. That made no sense. Now where am I? I wasn't expecting that. Now I gotta run all the way back. All right, so don't go in the water. Maybe there's a skill you can buy that gives you where's my boat? Oh man, they put me a long way away. Why did they? Okay. They put me a long way away, so now I gotta, okay, so I gotta run down here. So straight and then to my right. Why do they do that? Through here? I didn't know I was gonna die in the water. They didn't even really explain that. They should have said something like parasites in the water or something. Maybe some of those tentacle creatures are in the water. Alright. So now, where am I going? I just gotta go straight ahead and to my left. Let's get back to the dive shop. So don't go in the water then. Don't go into the basement. Just go search the shop. All right, here we go. Let's go back. So why don't we go perimeter search in the other direction? Oh, I gotta fight the creatures again? Okay, bitch. Some of this. What am I swinging anyway? I don't even know what it is I'm swinging. Is it a knife? Can't really see it. It looks like a spade. Like a shovel or something. Where's that other one? Okay, done. Now, let's find what we can find. I have a flashlight I can use too, I think. Don't I? Or is it automatic? It's not showing up on my bar. I have heals as well that I haven't used. And what's that thing? What's that? A brick. I got a melee. What the hell is... Okay. A brick. Interesting. How do you heal yourself? If you select it, does it heal you or does it... Let's try it. No, it puts it in your hand. How do you use it? Trigger? I don't know how you use it. Just how do you use it? I've equipped it. Okay, let me go to... All right. See, they don't explain anything in this game. You're on your own. So let me see. Options, controller, climb, reload, crouch, interact, camera. There is a flashlight. Right, push the right stick in. Okay. Melee attack, aim, items left bumper, movement, run, pin, hold. Where's like the use? Like, how do I use a heal? Interact? So I do have a flashlight. I don't know how you heal yourself. Doesn't say. Reload your weapon, crouch, interact with or loot an object. Maybe I hold the A button. Aim, items, left bumper. That's just to get the item, though. Does it automatically use it? No. So if I select that, which looks like a healing item, it puts it in my hand. Hold A? No. I don't know how you use it. That's melee. Left trigger? Left trigger, he picks it up. Right trigger? Left and right trigger. Thanks for telling me, game. Okay, so left and right trigger. There we go. Now, flashlight. Okay. Let's look around. So I'm trying to get a diving suit. Maybe there's nothing else to get here other than the diving suit. I saw one over here. Am I just taking that one? I guess I am.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not. In this thing, this box. Shell casings. So it's upstairs then. Because we know we can't go downstairs. In here? Pistol rounds, gunpowder, shell casings. Here, this one.
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
Okay, I guess not. I wonder if we're going to go back and talk to Captain Sanders after this. In here. Can't carry any more stuff. So I've already bought... There are skills There are skills, but I already bought the carry more shit skill. That's the only skill I bought. Where is it? Carry 7 more pistol rounds. Where's the... There, that's the one I bought. Carry 25 pieces of any crafting material. So maybe I should go with carry more pistol rounds. Let's buy that. Okay. So can I get anything out of there now? There we go. No, I'm not allowed. Yeah, there's a new... I saw that, Sean. Are you going to play tomorrow, bud? Are you going to play tomorrow? Shock, I know you're working probably, but if you ever get a Friday off, Shock, you should join us on Warzone. It's a good time. We need your skill set, sir. Okay, cool, bud. Yeah, I saw it. It started to update it. It started updating it, but then it stopped because I started this game. So I've only got 13% done so far. I wonder if I could run it while I'm playing this. I have enough bandwidth. It should work. How do you do that? Settings. Downloads. Limit download speed. Display download rates. Throttle downloads while streaming. Turn that off. Allow downloads during gameplay. Turn that one on. Try that, chat. See if it works. So it should start running again, right? Update. Starting the download. It's working now. All right, that should work. Let's see if that works. You don't want me to show you up? I'm the new scump. What's a scump? What's a scump? I don't know that term. I'm terrible at that game. All I know how to do, Shock, is chat taught me about perks. Pippity and Big Sean taught me about perks. So I set up my perks and I set up my loadout. And all I know how to do is get money, buy people back in, put on plates, and shoot. And drive cars. Or helicopters. And boats. Alright, grab this. There's the one we need. Harpoon gun, flare gun, diving suit. Evidence is updated. All evidence collected. So it was just the diving suit. Okay. What I'm really bad at is remembering to reload my gun. Not spraying everywhere except... See, look, see? See how my controller is scrolling up like that? That's a pain in the butt. Brix is pretty bad. You've been playing the game way too long to not know how to play it. I'm just not good at those kind of games, Big Sean. I'm just not good. Because, like... I understand, like, there's all of the stuff you can buy and all of the skins and all of that, and you can do prestige and you could roll it over and get all of your levels to unlock all extra perks and all. I understand all and the experience points and all of that. I'm just not really good at, like, really good first-person shooter people know how to move. They know how to run through the map and move in certain places and use the grapple hook and be fast on their switching there. Instead of reload a gun, you switch to the other gun because it's faster. And my brain just doesn't click or doesn't turn over fast enough for all of that. I'm just because I have never played those really ever with competitive shooter games. I just never played them, so I'm pretty terrible at them. I would get better if I was like grew up with Counter-Strike and all those other games. I would be better at them and stuff. They took them out? Oh, yeah? Why? They thought they were too OP or something? Or they're just making changes? Scump is a little ginger guy, like he's one of the best to play Call of Duty. Oh, yeah? He's actually like a streamer? He's a streamer dude? Can I pick this up? No. Okay, so we're done here. So if I go to my casebook, we're done here. Oh, no, there's new stuff. Okay. That's a different symbol. What's that symbol mean? I gotta look that one up. Okay, so the case I got my backpack thing. Is that a crafting thing? I've got a new symbol. So I have to look at the tutorial for that. What's that new symbol? Use item. Oh, the diving suit? So I have to it's in my backpack, so I have to use it, but not right now, surely. Am I supposed to put it on? How do I use something in my backpack? Probably I have to be somewhere to use it. Inventory. So I've got crafting materials, miscellaneous healing items, antipsychotics, first aid kits. I've got a revolver. Where does the diving suit show up? Weapons, explosives, miscellaneous, and crafting materials. It doesn't show. So it must be like a key item. So why are they telling me to use it? I can't use it unless I go somewhere. A diving suit of the same type we used in the Navy, old but in good state. I should be good down to about 100 meters. I guess when we do the diving mission, it'll just automatically do it. So there's a place we have to go. The expedition's final dive was made near a cluster of underwater rocks known as the Devil's Teeth. The Devil's Teeth are not far from the Oakmont port. I have the coordinates and should be able to get there by boat, so we're doing that next. What's going on, Salem's and Terrell? Nice to see you. Cheers to Sociable. Did we already play this game? No, I've never played this, Terrell. I have never played this in my life. I saw it years ago when it first came out, but for whatever reason, I never played it. And then the other day, I saw that they were releasing a second one this week. I think it just came out yesterday or the day before. And then I thought, well, shit, it's been a while. It's been a little bit of a drought for new games to drop lately. That's why a lot of people like Co and Dan, everybody jumped all over Mortal Shell 2 and this, the second one. So I was like, well, maybe it would be, but they wanted like 60 or 70 bucks, I think 70 bucks Canadian for the second one. And then I was like, I'm not going to pay 70 bucks for the second one if I don't like it. So I said, well, let's play the first one first. And then they had a remastered version, but the remastered version, they wanted 60 bucks. But I found it on Loaded, formerly CD Keys, for 12 bucks. So I said, okay, let's play it. And if I like it, we'll play the second one. I'm doing good, Salem's. I'm doing good. I woke up lazy, Salem's. I had a good sleep, but it was hot and a little humid. And I think I had the house temperature. What do you guys keep your house at temperature-wise? I had mine on 78 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever that is. Hey, Siri, what's 78 Fahrenheit in Celsius? Oh, she's not talking to me. Whatever that is. But I dropped it today because I woke up all achy and painy and sinusy. And I felt my age this morning, Salem's. I normally wake up limber and good, but today I woke up like a bag of bones. So I thought it's probably because I was sleeping in a too hot an environment. So I dropped it. You keep your house at 10 to 12 Celsius? Wow, you like it cold, eh? You like a nice cold house. So anyway, I dropped it. So now I'm down to 65 Fahrenheit, something like 20 degrees. I need a massage. Maybe that's, what do you know what I need to do, Salem's? I need to go, there's a really big recreation center not far from here, and they've got like 2 skating rinks and a great big Olympic-sized swimming pool and all the gym gear and stuff. I need to go up there and go for swim some laps. I like swimming. That would be good. And they have a hot tub up there. So anyway, so I felt lazy today, but I needed to get some shit done. But I didn't feel like, really the only thing that's left to do inside the house is like wiping down walls, cleaning out some cobwebs, wiping out the kitchen cabinets where there's like some spilt food or coffee grounds, that kind of thing. Sweeping out the garage, spot cleaning some of the dirty spots on the carpet, vacuuming, dusting, that kind of thing. Just general cleaning inside the house. And I just didn't feel like doing that today. I was lazy. I had a bunch of garbage to take out to the landfill. I put that in the car, took that this morning. I packed up my 60-inch television, brought that downstairs. That was one thing I had in the bedroom. Because I got a TV in the living room. I don't need that one, so I packed that one up. I'll just use my iPad in the bed. That kind of thing. I didn't do a whole lot, a little bit. I went out, did a bit of grocery shopping, and then came back for streaming. Tomorrow, I've got to do the cleaning and landscaping stuff. Then I got to get a hold of my real estate lawyer and start setting up haven't done that yet. Start setting that up. Woo! But otherwise, that was a long answer. Otherwise, doing good. Hope you're doing good, Salem's. Hope the kiddies are good. Hope everybody's good. What are we doing? We are going to the anchor point, which is where? Underwater rocks, known Devil's Tooth, Oakmont Port. Oakmont Port. Is this Oakmont? There. That's Oakmont City Port. So we're going there. All right, so I just got to get in the boat and go to my left. All right, let's do it. There's nothing else to get here, I guess. They said it's finished, right? So how do I get out? Where's the front door? Oh, wait, there's... Oh, I already looked at that. Yeah, I got to go downstairs. Got to go out the door here. Then I got to go straight ahead. To my left. Okay, now something, once we get close to this port, something should trigger, right? So it's on my right. Some person or cutscene or something.
Fresh fish, fresh fish.
Something